Welcome to another episode of The Glitch. We're off and rolling, where we talk about the most random things in gaming, video games, movies, TV, you name it. We talk about
everything.
I am your host, Josh Gaines, and we are here with the guy behind your ears, Joe.
What's up?
And then
the smartest one of the bunch.
No, I don't think that's how it works, but
Mr. Let me actually Andrew. That's what you should
The dog sitter.
Andrew. Actually Andrew, just Joe, and
Jovial Josh.
I was gonna say joking Josh. I like
jovial. I like jovial.
Jovial.
People don't use that word very much.
They don't. It's an SAT word.
Yeah.
I used to take the SAT.
But
now
you
I
work
don't,
in.
because I'm out of high school, so I don't have to do that anymore.
Oh God.
So this is episode 4. We're on our 4th episode. And some pretty big things have happened since our last episode, which involve actually all of us, because we got some news to announce. We'll get to that in a little bit. But as far as headlines, as far as things that came out this week and news that came out this week, from Konami, with Hideo leaving.
Yeah.
Possibly leaving. Rumor that he's leaving. They released a statement a couple days ago saying, we're going to still go with Metal Gear Solid 5. But after that, we're looking for, senior management type people. So,
do you think that will cause a change in the dynamic?
Well, they said they're still going to do Metal Gear games.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely going to cause a difference in the actual game itself.
Right, like the gameplay
series.
and stuff.
I think the gameplay, I think they'll try to keep that as the same as possible, but I think it's going to be a completely different experience.
It probably won't be as good.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's Kojima.
If you listen to the last episode, me and Josh don't really care for them as much as Andy does.
I don't know. I just don't see the big fuss over Metal Gear.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand it's a covert game.
Do you guys like stealth games?
Stealth. That's the word I was thinking of.
Do you like stealth games? Like Dishonored and all that? Because all of that is directly because Metal Gear.
I like it. I like that sort of thing, but I just never... I never got that vibe from Metal Gear. It was just never something that I was just like, this is a game that I have to play.
For me, I guess is almost like it gets boring for me. The first 5 minutes of gameplay for me.
Did you play any of the old games?
Yeah, I played through 2.
I'm just saying, the Splinter Cell games.
See,
any stealth game that you've ever played is a direct result of the work that Metal Gear did.
And
they were the first ones.
I appreciate everything that they've done for that. Next headline, though, is Nintendo.
Ooh.
Nintendo is deciding
huge news.
They're going to do some mobile on your phone. Nintendo on your phone. Video games.
That's what I've been dreaming. Seriously, I've probably dreamed about that.
That, I think, is going to... blow up mobile gaming, to be completely honest.
Joe, you do emulating old games on your PC, right?
Sometimes.
So one of the big websites that does a lot of the ROMs and stuff for emulators,
yeah,
Nintendo, shut them down, basically.
Really?
Yeah, and I think this is probably why.
Yeah, because
before you could download an emulator and play all the old games and stuff.
They have a Super NES app that you can download on Google Play.
Yeah. Now it's just hard to find the games because Nintendo's
the ROMs,
put a cease and desist order on a lot of the websites and stuff.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
And I think this is probably why, because now they're going to start doing mobile games and stuff. They're trying to shut all that down.
It's something that I think whenever they came out, whenever people were finally saying look, Nintendo's fallen off, they don't really have a gamer audience anymore. I think that was like whenever the Wii came out. People started thinking that.
Yeah.
I think this is good for them to keep going. Because it's going to be one of those things that people don't have the money to get a Wii, or they're not that invested in a Wii, but they love playing Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Or they love Super Mario.
Yeah.
The casual gamer is the big audience now, because I mean, you got plenty of people who are playing games on their phones and stuff now.
Yeah.
Crappy games, but they're
Crappy
still
games,
they're still
yeah.
playing games,
Definitely.
and I think Nintendo's trying to.
But I think with Nintendo, if they did start doing mobile games, it wouldn't be crappy. Like, it would just blow everything out the water.
Oh, well, no.
What?
I think they're going to have, like...
Like, they will literally...
It's gonna be great whenever... If they come out with, like, Pokemon. If you can play Pokemon on your phone.
Holy crap!
Crap?
I said holy crap.
Oh, I thought you said it's probably gonna be crap.
No.
No. That would be...
So, in more detail, so they're doing things with DNA. I think they're a Japanese mobile company. But not only are they going to do mobile games, but they're also going to be doing, like, networking throughout, like, the Nintendo system. So instead of, like, what is it now?
The
eShop?
Not the eShop. They got rid of... What is it called? They're getting rid of it in July.
The
The
Nintendo.
It's the Nintendo reward system. They're gonna get rid of it and they're revamping it, so they're doing that too.
What's it called?
Nintendo Club.
Like the ID, yeah, Nintendo Club.
Oh,
So they're
okay.
getting rid of that, and they're just gonna.
Club Nintendo.
What they're doing is they're gonna link the Wii U, the 3DS, and the new NX code, whatever
Project
that
NX
is.
or whatever
The
it's
Wii U and me
Which
too.
we'll talk about later, I guess.
called. That is Andrew's next
I think it's
console
it's
idea.
called the Wii Me.
The Wii Me.
It's gonna have some
That sounds-
crazy name.
really.
Did I remember when the GameCube was in development? The code name was Revolution, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be amazing." And it was like,
GameCube was amazing.
Dude,
it was, but
GameCube
like
was awesome.
Revolution though. I mean, it's like that's such a cool
expected
name.
something
Revolutionized.
No,
But
I just
I
thought it
think
was a really,
really-
cool name.
What they're gonna do is because like you have those three consoles, then they also had over here on the other side PC, like your phone, stuff like that. So I think I don't know what they're gonna do with the PC.
What do you mean with the PC?
That there's some sort of like networking they're doing with the PC. I don't
I
get
don't
it.
know. Probably to get more people able to play things. Is my guess is that they would be able to do that. I think that would be a smart move. If they did it through the PC.
Yeah, if they made games for the PC, oh my god, that would be insane.
That'd be cool.
I think it's one of those moves that they're realizing that Nintendo is one of those exclusive franchises, but I think they're willing to open up now
Yeah.
because there's so many.
Well, the market's getting
It's
more.
getting huge.
Yeah, it's getting
And there's
huge.
so many more indie developers.
It's getting
the
very-
technology is just getting really good.
More people
So,
are gaming now.
It's
than they
competitive.
have been.
Yeah, yeah.
It's getting more
and
competitive.
it's-
So they have to do something.
Yeah.
But
So-
if they, I'm convinced if they make a console that can not only play Nintendo games, but can also play like third-party games like, I don't know, Evolve, that just came out, Dying Light, something like that.
Yeah.
If you could play those games, they would
On the
they
Wii.
would rule
On the
on the new NX system.
Yeah.
They would rule everything because people love Nintendo, they love the games. But the only downside is that you can't play those games, like Evolve and stuff.
You have to love Nintendo. I think if like you have to love it for what it used to be, like Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, like all of those games, and I think that like that's what they've been riding on. This whole
It's a nostalgia factor.
exactly.
Today, this was midterms week at school, so I had to study a little bit at the beginning of the week. I've played quite a bit the past couple days just to kind of get a feel for it. I've played probably about 15 hours, something like that. Mostly multiplayer. I played a little bit of the campaign. So far, it's pretty cool. I've been playing Battlefield since Bad Company 2. So I've played Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 and all that stuff. It's definitely different. The two games before this, 3 and 4, definitely had a military feel to it.
Yeah.
This one has a little bit of a different feel. It's,
I played 3.
yeah, three's still the best.
I don't think I played 4.
Yeah, 4's okay. They did a lot of cool things with like this. What they did, Levolution, which is you can like take down buildings and stuff and change the level completely. So that's pretty cool. But really, it felt like just a big
like,
rehash of 3.
Like Red Faction, whenever those games came out.
Yeah,
They had like that engine
like
where
that.
they
I
could
think
Destruction.
destruction.
yeah,
would
what they
do
did
that.
from Battlefield 3 to Battlefield 4 is just I think it was a new engine.
I think so.
Yeah, so they're just like, oh, we gotta use this new engine.
Yeah, but Hardline is like cops and robbers.
Uh,
I think they all kind of sat around and was like, all right, what can we do different? And they were like,
Yeah.
oh, what if we did cops and robbers? And that's kind of where they went off.
It's very,
So-
very like
Yeah,
childlike. But
it's
almost
definitely
like yeah.
it's definitely not as serious. Like in Battlefield 3 and 4, you had all these military guys
And
like,
you're like,
Oh yeah.
and this one, your guys are running around, they're like quoting memes and stuff, and you got like. This is the police songs going, like rap songs and stuff
Yeah.
going on. So it's definitely a different.
That's what I
feel.
really. It almost reminds me of Grand Theft Auto a little bit. Just the way, what I saw.
Yeah, it's definitely different, but it's not different enough.
Mm.
That was actually one of my cons because,
So it's kind of like it doesn't separate itself from
Not
any
really.
other game, really.
like in the campaign, at some
Yeah.
point, you're spoiler alert, you're battling tanks versus tanks, and you're supposed to be a police officer. About that time, I was like, am I still playing Hardline? I feel like I'm playing Battlefield 3 again.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like it starts out with a lot of promise.
Yeah.
Like it's actually really cool because you can flash your badge and arrest people instead of shooting them.
That's
So you have an
cool.
option. It's definitely a lot more. They put a lot of emphasis on stealth in this one,
Oh, do they?
like going around and like knocking people out. You get more points for doing that rather than just capping them in the head.
It's actually cool. I like that.
The different modes and stuff. Of course, they have Conquest and Team Deathmatch. Like if you're familiar with the Battlefield series,
Yeah.
you know what those are. So they have those. They have a couple of new ones. Instead of Rush, remember Rush, Joe? Where you have to it's like objective based. It's
Right.
Heist now, where it's like 2 separate piles of money and you have to like run it. You have to get away with the money and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Is there at one point you like rob a store or something? Yeah, like in the campaign. I know this is kind of a spoiler alert, but I feel like they would
not sure.
take advantage of that or some sort of realism.
So where you could play,
Yeah,
like, the
like you
other-
play both sides.
Okay, so
at
you
some
can play
point,
both
you actually
sides.
kind of play as like a dirty cop.
I think of like Call of Duty when you go to the airport and you're like you just
Oh,
shoot
yeah,
crap
you
at
play-
everybody.
so you- like it just shows like it. Was that Warfare 2?
I think
it
so.
was?
Yeah,
And you play both sides
Right.
of the story rather than just
it's kind of like that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Is
again. I
that
haven't
what
played
it-
a lot of the campaigns, so I'm not really familiar with a whole lot of it.
But does it feel like Call of Duty more than it does Battlefield?
It kind of does.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot more fast paced than the 2 previous games.
Yeah.
Especially one of my favorite things about this game is the hotwire mode.
Yeah.
It's basically Conquest, but instead of like static points that you have to hold and control,
Yeah.
they're cars, and you have to drive these cars around and keep them away from people. So it's actually really fun.
But you don't. This game wasn't made by the guys that made Battlefield, right?
Well, DICE still kind of had a hand in it, but
Okay.
this is actually made by Visceral Games, which is
Okay.
the same studio that did the Dead Space series. So this is their take on kind of the Battlefield series.
Gotcha.
It's pretty cool. I pre-ordered it. It's probably going to be one of the last games I pre-ordered, but I did pre-order it. I probably would wait to buy this game. It's not one of those games that you need to go out and buy right now. You could probably wait for like the not Game of the Year edition, but like the premium edition
Yeah.
with like all the DLC and everything. That's what I would do. It's just wait, or just download Battlefield 3 and play that again, because that's definitely the
Pretend
as far
you're
as
playing Hardline.
yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's probably the best Battlefield still.
Yeah. Okay. So
My verdict is
wait on Battlefield.
because I'm cheap and I like to wait on a lot of games.
Yeah.
Well,
That's how I am too.
what I
Any
want to talk
gamer,
about
really.
was Dragon Ball Xenoverse. A few things about the game. You get to create your own character, which was a really cool aspect that not a lot of the Dragon Ball games you could do that. This one you could. You can go into Super Saiyan mode with your own character and everything. So that was really cool. One thing that I think that would draw people away from it is that if you don't know Dragon Ball, if you don't know the Dragon Ball universe or the characters or anything like that, you're not going to get a good feel for this game.
Makes sense.
It's a great fighting game. It is open world fighting game. Really cool. Graphics look just like the anime. It makes you feel like you're playing the anime.
That's cool.
Just on a very higher resolution. The storyline is really good. Again, if you know Dragon Ball and the universe, you know exactly what's going on, and you know exactly how important these fights were, these battles were.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing about it is I think that a lot of people are not going to give it a chance because they don't know Dragon Ball.
Right.
So
they'd rather go out and buy something that they know better than.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna want. I mean, when it comes down to this, you're gonna wait for Mortal Kombat more than you're gonna go and get Dragon Ball.
Right.
Dragon Ball was a great game if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan. If you're not a fan, you're gonna waste your money, I think. But as far as gaming goes, it is a great game. Graphics look amazing. Storyline is solid, and there's so much to do. I mean, and they make you do like the side quests.
Right.
You have to do the side quests to level up your character to be able to fight the bigger guys, which I thought was really good because a lot of people, if you're like me, sometimes I just don't want to do the side quests because why would I want to do a side quest if it's not important enough to do in the real game? Like, it has no motivation to me if it's not in the real actual main storyline. So these side quests, though, they're basically just rematches of fights that you've already done, where you fight like 20 or 15 plus characters, and then you get like level up and get stuff from fighting them, but it makes you do it. Almost like makes you do it. It gives you the option to keep fighting as a lower level, but you kind of realize there's no way I'm going to get past this level without doing something else. So, but that, I think, is a really good game. So it's kind of like on the line of whether you should get it or not. I think you should definitely check out Dragon Ball Z because it's one of the greatest storylines I think ever created. So check that out, then get the game.
Then play the game. All right.
Yes.
Cool.
So
yeah,
are
I
you
played
saying
a little bit of it.
Are you saying that like newcomers would find it kind of hard to
follow?
They really throw you in there. Like, they throw you right in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you kind of got to brush up on it before you play
have to,
it?
yeah, because they don't tell you, like, this is what a Saiyan is. This is what the Buu saga is. This is what the Frieza saga is. They just throw you in there right at the beginning. You don't know any backstory.
Maybe because they
like that.
thought most of the people that would be playing it
Are
already
gonna be
Dragon
Dragon
Ball
Ball
Z
Z
fans.
fans.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's gonna go to like GameStop or something and be like,
Well, this looks fun.
that one right there.
Yep. Yeah. This guy's
They're
got
gonna-
crazy yellow hair. I will be him. But it's really cool because, like, I mean, even in some of the fights, like, you can choose whether or not to be your character, and you can be like Goku or Vegeta or any of those people. And you can be like different styles and then Super Saiyan them up and everything. It's really cool.
Can you? And a cool feature that I saw was that you could actually make your own person.
Yes. That's what I said at the beginning.
Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah, you can make your own character.
That's really
you get to
cool
buy
for me.
like items that level you up, and it's got a lot of RPG elements into it, so that's really cool. And it's like one of the first things that a Dragon Ball game has done, and I think they did it very successfully.
Yeah, I like games where I can make my own people.
You don't feel like you're just like
Yeah,
leveling up.
feel
and
more
then that's
creative. Yeah.
it. Yeah. You level up to a certain thing, and you get like attribute points that you can use for like your special attack, your basic attack, defense, speed, that kind of stuff. And you get points for that, so you have to use those wisely. And then once you do that, you can go to buy different costumes that some have added things for your abilities, like your special attack. Some take away from other things, so you have to kind of plan out accordingly to who you're going to fight next. So I thought it was a very, very creative approach to Dragon Ball Z.
So
And I think they did a really good job.
Is it a yes, a no, or a wait?
Yes, if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan.
That's what I thought.
No, if you're not.
Okay.
Or no, if you have never watched or anything with Dragon Ball Z.
All right. Good review.
That's my choice. So I got a PlayStation 4.
Woo.
Um,
Do you still have your Xbox One?
still have the one.
Okay.
Have the Wii U.
And he's got a PlayStation.
PlayStation
And now he's got a
4.
PC too.
And waiting on the PC. Which we'll
I
have
think we should do a special,
We're gonna have a special
short
pod.
episode about,
PC building.
or maybe just us building your PC. That would be
That's
fun.
what I'm saying. Yeah. We'll do a special pod. Speaking of the next podcast, we're going to have something a little different on the next one.
Very
It
exciting.
involves a person being added. And he's got red hair, so we'll have a ginger.
Yes. He's funny too.
Somebody.
Really funny.
You
guy.
wanted to be
Reveal his name.
involved, Brandon?
Brandon. It'll be Brandon. And he's very southern, so he'll add a nice...
He brings a lot of personality to the group.
Yes, he
I
does.
think so. Josh mentioned next time we should be a little buzzed.
We could be.
We could be. I
Could
think
be.
I would loosen you up a little bit.
Alright.
Oh, you're already kind of like that anyways.
Do we have any Red Bull? Do you have a Red Bull?
I have 2 more somewhere. Oh, over there in that.
Oh, okay.
Did y'all hear about the Battlefront news?
Battlefront.
Yeah,
Star Wars?
Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, yeah, I did.
What?
We're getting our first look at it next month.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything
At
about
the
that.
the big Star Wars celebration that they do every year.
May the 4th?
No, it's April, but that's what I thought too. But I was like, no, wait,
They
we're
should
in March
It'd be
now.
smart to do it on May the
I
4th.
know,
Yeah,
May
it's only 2
4th,
months
man.
away.
Or the 5th. Revenge of the 5th.
Oh my god.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna get our first look. EA says it's time. You've waited long enough,
Thank you.
so we're gonna get our first look. So I'm pretty excited. I hope they don't.
I'm going to be so excited.
A lot of people are saying it's gonna be like Battlefield Star Wars, but I hope it's a little more varied than that.
Like first person? I like the third person.
Well, I had third. I'm just saying, like they're saying that it's gonna be a lot like Battlefield, except with Star Wars skins, and I'm hoping it's not gonna be like that because DICE is doing it.
Oh, they're
the guys
doing
that are doing the guys that did Battlefield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're
That's
doing
going to be
it.
awesome.
I hope so, man.
Alright,
It's
that's
Star
gonna be
Wars. I mean,
What battles do you guys want to see? My favorite battle's always been like the Battle of Coruscant from
Coruscant,
Episode
yeah.
3,
yeah.
the very beginning when all the ships were flying around and stuff. That was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Death Star.
Yeah,
From A
Yep.
New Hope, you can't go wrong with that battle.
Battle of
And-
Endor
Andor, yeah.
from Return of the Jedi.
That is going to be
That'd
epic.
cool. Yeah.
They might even throw some stuff from the new series.
Yeah.
They might. I don't know.
Why not?
Battle on Hoth. Oh,
Yeah.
I love Hoth.
The big AT-ATs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be. It's probably my second most anticipated game of the year. It's not gonna come out till probably the end of the year. But
What's your
I'm looking forward to
first?
it. Witcher 3.
Witcher
Dude,
3.
are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah.
You're totally skipping The Legend of Zelda coming out.
Is that coming out this
Star
year?
Fox, yeah.
Oh, those
No,
all come
I
out.
thought
They said
Zelda got pushed back to 2016.
that's not what I heard.
Oh, until
To the computer.
I heard that they're gonna try to get it out in the fall sometime, but Star Fox is gonna come before The Legend of Zelda, is what they said. So
Have they released anything on Star Fox? Like any?
very few
We
details.
just know that there's a new one coming.
I think
but
they're
we don't know
trying to
anything
keep
about
it down low.
So until they give more information about it,
Well,
that's what I got for right now.
I'm just hoping, because like I really want some really good games to come out for the Wii U,
Yeah.
because it's been kind of dull for a little while.
Yeah. It would be nice.
I'm curious to see how Mario Party is.
Yeah,
Remember we played the very first one on the 64.
and that was awesome, but
We wore those controllers out,
since
man.
then, dude, like Mario Party has not been that good.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's just been like the same. It's kind of repetitive. Like it's just kind of the same games over and over again. So maybe they do something different.
All right. I stand corrected. Legend of Zelda coming to 2015.
I got my new toolkit coming in today.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
You're going to use
It's
it
a
on
Belkin.
mine?
It's like
You're going to use your tools
it's like
on
a
my
55 piece. It's
PC?
like $20. Yeah.
Sweet.
I think I went to Target and got my token when I moved into my apartment.
This is on Amazon. It was
Yeah.
like free 2-day shipping. It's like
Nice.
it was my birthday, so
Treat
Go ahead.
yourself.
Treat yourself. Treat yourself.
So my I've only had it for 2 days, but when I started playing it on Thursday, I got Infamous Second Son, and it came with The Last of Us, and we all know how great The Last of Us is.
Yeah.
So,
By far one of my favorite games on the PS3.
I think one of the best games
Yeah.
ever, like period.
Okay.
So I'm waiting to play that one because I want to get through something different first. But I think what's really, really innovative is the touchpad
On the
on the
On the controller?
On the controller, and controller is amazing. I think it's one of the best, like, great design controllers.
is it better than the Xbox one?
I personally think so.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not as bulky, right?
It's not as bulky. It doesn't feel as heavy, and they have, like, it's almost like made for a gamer because it's got like this grip type thing to it. The R2 and L2 buttons now are not like rounded, like they're trigger buttons.
They got
So
like they're like
they're yeah.
Is that
yeah.
concave?
Nice.
They feel just comfortable in your hands, and I think that's what's separating the Wii and the PlayStation from Xbox. Xbox hasn't changed their controller.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from the 360, not much has really
Not much,
changed.
yeah.
I
So-
like my one controller. It fit my hand pretty well.
And
I like it. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but I like I think the PlayStation 4 really touched on something with their controller,
yeah.
and I think the Wii U gamepad controller, you can't really go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Their little mini screen, but it's good. Personally, from what I've played so far, I think the PlayStation 4 might outdo the Xbox.
Ooh.
I guess in a couple months we'll have to do a review, see
What?
which one's better.
Yeah,
Yeah. that'd be
I'll.
cool.
I'm gonna. This is only 2 days, so this is my first impressions. I've played. I've only played Infamous, and I plan on playing Transistor. I've heard that's like an amazing game, so I'm gonna pick up that one, and Bloodborne whenever it comes out. So I'm gonna try and play that too.
Okay, you can do a review on that one. That'd be good.
Yeah. So now we have person that will do PlayStation stuff. We have Xbox. We have Wii. And we have PC. So
Awesome.
we are covering all the platforms now. So any questions you have, they will be answered.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll make you, Joe. We'll make you the Xbox guy, or we'll make you the Wii U guy. We'll make you the Wii U guy. We'll make Brandon the Xbox guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I feel like he I was going to say,
Because I don't play my Xbox. A lot.
Brand said
When's
he
the last
only
time
like,
you turned it on?
Actually, well, I played last night. I was playing Madden last night.
oh, yeah. Shreddy
But,
balls.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sweaty.
my owner's name, Sweaty Bulge.
Franchise move.
Ridiculous.
So do we want to end on our favorite game stories?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think we should do that.
Well, most recently was when me and Andrew were playing Far Cry
Far Cry 4.
on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so much fun.
That was
like we
fun.
played for like 3 hours
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
and we were on our headset and everything talking, and just super funny glitch things happening.
Yeah.
It's just a super fun game to play with another person.
It's
So,
it definitely like it's pretty fun playing by yourself single player, but once you play co-op, the whole game just changes. It's so much better. So
yeah.
I was thinking about maybe getting it for the PC just to
Still have Far
play
Cry
it again.
Let's do it.
on Xbox One.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really fun.
But
But
I
like,
think I played it the other day, just because I hadn't played the Xbox in a while.
Yeah.
So I decided to play that, and reminded me of how beautiful that game was.
I love
The
the
design.
stealth in Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
You can kind of tag everybody and then take everybody out one by one.
Yeah.
And that was kind of in Far Cry 3 a little bit.
Yeah.
It was
Not as
really
much.
good.
Far Cry 3's story was so much better than 4's, but 4 is just so pretty.
I think his voice acting was a lot better in Far Cry 3. Yeah, better characters. But just specifically, like, I think there's one time where he was saying there was a truck there,
Yeah.
like on the map, and I was like, dude, I don't see what you're talking about. And like all I see is him flying across on the road, and he's just floating.
Yeah,
And I don't see the truck. He's just floating. It's like,
My character's like, I was playing as Ajay, and he was just like in like a seated position.
Yeah.
And he was just like floating around the map. And it was so funny. We were dying laughing.
yeah, it was really fun. So
I was like running over people with like my invisible car. I think actually a couple of weeks later I was watching on Kotaku on the highlight reel.
Yeah.
They had a clip of that happening with
Yeah.
somebody
Really?
else. Yeah.
I was like, man,
I was like,
should
we
have put
could've
that
been
on.
Kotaku.
Yeah, because I got the Xbox to record it. So.
What about you, Andy? What's your
I kind of, well, I didn't really understand the prompt, so I was
Just
gonna say
think-
probably
oh
my
gosh. You're
one of
not
my favorite
prepared.
memories of gaming, because me and Joe started gaming when we were really young. So.
Yeah.
One of my earliest memories of gaming was watching my dad play video games.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we used to like sit around and watch him play the old NES. Like one of my fondest ones was watching him play Metroid.
Really?
Yeah, we would just
Old
like
school Metroid.
yeah, yeah,
Very
and we would just sit there and just watch him play. And then later on, when he got the PC, he would like play some of the best games, like Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
Like me and Joe would just sit there and just watch him play. We wouldn't even want to play. We would just sit there and just watch him play and like help him out. You know, that was one of my favorite memories of
Yeah.
gaming.
He wasn't very good, but
He was okay.
He,
yeah.
he tried.
Average gamer.
But I mean, he did it, I think it was more of like a stress relief thing for him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It was
it's
fun, man.
it's like if you knew my dad, he would just laugh at the fact that he played video games.
yeah.
so.
He's not really one of those types.
Yeah, that was good.
I would try to get my dad to play like the Madden games, like in the Nintendo 64, PlayStation 2,
Mm-hmm.
and I would try to get him to play with me, and he could not figure out the controls. He'd be staring at the controls the whole time, trying to figure out which one's the A button. I'm like, it says A. The blue one's B.
I think you have to
and-
color. Yeah, you have
yeah.
to do the color.
Yeah.
And he would just be so confused.
Joe, we should do a segment where we record Dad playing like different video games. Like we should introduce him to Madden and see how he does. I'm sure there's a Madden game for like the
That'd
Wii
be fun.
or something, or like PC that he could play.
Dad plays Madden.
He'd take it like super seriously. He'd be like,
He'd be like,
I got all these playbooks and I got all these audibles, so when I need to, he would be like really into it. We'd be like,
The whole
what are we
Levi,
doing?
the whole Levi family's a little on the competitive
We're a
side.
little
Really? That's funny.
All right, Peanut Gallery.
I think my favorite gaming, well, I don't know if it's my favorite, most recent gaming memory was when we were all playing Minecraft, just randomly.
Yeah,
It was in the middle of the day. I think it was raining outside, and
it was like a Saturday or something.
yeah, and it was just in the middle of the day, and we just decided everybody got Minecraft. I think that was whenever like it released on the Xbox,
Yeah.
and so we all got it, started playing it, and we were just like going around on the map, and we did like the Nether realm or whatever, and then came back, and we were completely lost and had
Yeah.
nothing. We had nothing, and it was like one of those things that you actually felt like you were inside the game, and you were freaking out. Like I don't know what to do. I don't have any materials, nothing. I'm down to like 2 health. I have no food, and we stumbled across that castle that was already built like into the thing. And
Yeah.
I think that was really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
You're freaking
It gets really and it's not the graphics that get you scared. It's just
the gameplay.
you get so immersed in the game and you're like, crap, it's getting dark. What am I gonna do? Because it is pretty hard to survive at night.
Yeah.
Man, wait until you play Minecraft on PC.
Really.
Oh my gosh, you think it's good on Xbox and stuff? It's
Yeah.
fantastic on PC because you can mod it.
Uh-huh.
You can make it look like almost like real life when you're playing. It's amazing. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love PC gaming. I'm just telling you
Yeah.
right now.
Have we talked about that?
Oh,
We didn't really talk about
that. I
that
think we
you're
talked
getting-
about it last week, or
I can't remember.
that I was getting a PC.
I don't remember if we did or not. I don't think we
I
did.
think we were talking about it, and then I think you finally decided this week that you were
Yeah.
going to.
Yeah. So, Andrew's, what are you, 4 now?
3
He's
now.
con- he's
I didn't tell you to
convinced-
get the PS4.
No, you didn't tell me to do that. I did that on my own.
So
So
you're
I do
2
feel
now.
a little bit independent.
But we kind of tag teamed you into getting a
Yeah.
PC.
He had
Wasn't really fair.
Xbox One, Minecraft, and a PC. You did Far Cry too, because I originally didn't like the Far Cry series.
Yeah. You're like, you just need to try
I just
it.
needed to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Wii.
Oh
That
yeah,
was it,
that was
the
a
Wii.
big one.
That
Yeah.
was the Wii. So, 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Man, you should be like a lawyer or something.
I'm gonna be a televangelist.
Yeah. Tell that to Brittany.
You're like, I have
She's like the other night. She's like, you have. Let me get this straight. You have a Wii, PlayStation 4, an Xbox, and now you're getting a PC. When are you gonna have time to play all these? And I'm like,
Well, just spend less time
I was gonna say it. I mean, like,
on one console.
I was like, when you're at work, I play video games.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
That's all I do.
I'm not at work. You play video games.
That's true.
that's what happens sometimes.
Sometimes, I mean, I try to balance life. I do my
Try.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then she asked me like, when do you have time to read your comics? And I'm like, I read them at lunch. When I go to the bathroom. Instead of taking a newspaper like an old man.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it. That's the
So next
That's
time on the
good
glitch,
game.
we'll have a brand new member. We'll have Brandon.
yeah.
It's
Whole
gonna be
new
fun.
whole new dynamic.
It's gonna be
Nice. That'll be
And
really fun.
I don't know. We're gonna go play some video games.
Yes. Right
so
now.
fun right now.
Right now.
maybe
For a little bit.
you guys should too.
Yes.
Listening.
It's
Try
good for
out,
your
try out
soul.
Hardline. Hardline's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I
just
didn't
told
wanna
him to
come
wait.
across. Oh, I don't want to come across as despairing,
To
I
that
think
word?
I think
disparagingly.
Battlefield people will get it anyways, just because.
Because of the name.
Yeah, they're like, oh no.
It's a fun game
New
though,
map.
especially when your team does well. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. That's the best part is when you actually have friends that play.
I heard that Battlefield 3 converted some Call of Duty people.
That
Yeah,
Battlefield 3 is
I
still
converted one
probably
of my
the best
friends
Will Hardline do that?
part. But Battlefield 3.
because I feel like
awesome.
it's more like Call of Duty.
Because
It's
Battlefield
Hardline.
3 didn't convince me.
What?
Sorry.
Dude, you gotta go play it again, man.
It was. I don't know. I didn't play. That
was
was
it?
the only. That was the only Battlefield 3 game or Battlefield game I played. You're gonna hate me for this, but I really didn't like it.
It's alright. It's not for everyone.
Is that gonna be your line now?
Yeah.
It's not for everyone.
It's not.
I
Some
mean,
games are for everyone.
If you don't want to play it, I mean, it's it's
We
whatever.
all have our different tastes and stuff. That's okay.
He's gonna convince you to go and play it. Again.
I am.
Probably.
It's gonna be 6-0.
Next podcast.
Josh
So,
loves.
I'm gonna play
We'll
Battlefield.
be like, I want to do a Battlefield review.
Josh loves
is really
Battlefield
good.
now.
Yeah. Hey, I got this timeshare in Myrtle Beach that I'd like to talk to you about.
Nah, I'm good.
Alrighty, well, I think that's it for us.
Yep. We'll
Thanks
see
for
you
listening.
Episode 5.
Bye.